Well, it's Monday out here in the Beetle Barn, and I had a request to take a look at this little car. Unfortunately, it's kind of buried in there, so we can't really look at it. But I just kind of wanted to show a little bit. I guess it's a 66 912. I'm the third owner. The second owner, I think he drove it to work. He had the engine rebuilt. It had some bad valves when he bought it, apparently. Had the engine rebuilt, drove it to work, and then was getting egged on by his fellow co-workers and lit him up on the way out and slammed a couple valves again. So that engine, didn't run very long. I think there's something probably wrong with the geometry in the engine for it to have done that twice, because that's why it was rebuilt the first time. But yeah, he got it from the original owner, and then it sat in his mom's garage forever, and at one point it had to go away, and anyway, so it's here. But yeah, it's a pretty cool car. Anyway, it's in decent shape. I wish it wasn't so packed in there. We could actually get into it and take a look. It's pretty clean, all in all, and it's not rusted out in the normal spots. The original owner always had other people, dealers and whatnot, work on it, so I have the entire history of all the maintenance, fender benders and whatever. So that's kind of cool. Let's see if we can get a look inside this guy here. It's pretty well packed in here. I got to be real careful with the door. I got all these floor pans sitting here. Anyway, I can get it open a bit. Right there on the seat is all the records from all the years. If I can get this camera turned around the back way. Got seats down right now and back. Anyway, pretty cool car. And yeah. So yeah, it's an American model. Let's see if we can get around there. Through the Horde. Can do this, but yeah, you can see by the headlights there it's an American car. It's complete. Like I said, I do have the engine. I started it up when I brought it home and did a compression check, and yeah, it had bad compression on a couple cylinders and doing some backfiring and stuff. So anyway, here it sits on the stand, and then I made a trade for traded a Super Beetle fender actually for a pair of heads that are good used. So between the two sets, I should be able to make a set of heads for it. Over here we have another dusty 912. This one here is 65. It's titled 66, but in fact it's 65. It's a European car. Somebody probably brought it over here. It's in decent shape, you know, considering. It's got the, we can do this, those axles there you can see are kind of odd, and that's 65 deal. But it's not rusted out in the usual spots. Front suspension and stuff is still good, and it's a pretty cool car. Got the old school wheels on it, and got this variety of interior stuff, and it's in decent shape. You know, some of the vinyl over there needs to be tucked back in and stuff, but all in all, it's in decent shape. I have the door panels stashed away, and I had a scuff and shoot at some point. Last on the road in '04. No engine with this car, but I have a 2-liter Vanagon engine, air cooled, that I want to put in it possibly. And got the European style headlights. And it's not too you know, it's still a solid car. It's got some surface rust, but the usual holes down in here are not present. Still very solid. So it'll be a pretty cool car at some point, maybe. Anyway, let's look at the Dusty 912s, and yeah.